Alrighty, we are live. So, in classic example, okay, no one's here at the moment, but let me see if I can adjust the mic here a little bit. There we go. Much better, much better. So, basically, what the plan is here for this live stream, what's going to happen is Mike's blocking the view, isn't it? So basically what's going to be going on here is, as the title says, I'm going to be going over my thoughts of Toy Story 4, and then basically we're just going to catch up. It's been a long time since I've been on the YouTubes. So I figured it would be a good idea if we just caught up, and I told you guys what's going on in my life right now, what I've been up to, why I've been so busy, and my possible return to the YouTube platform with some new and varying content. So, as always, we're going to start at about the 3-minute mark. So, we can just get this whole party and this whole bandwagon started. So, how are you guys doing? Whoever the two people are in the stream right now, I just want to say thank you for showing up, and thank you to any future people who may show up in the future, in the past. We're just in all timelines right now. Ryan O'Toole. It is the man, the myth, and the legend. Well, I don't know about that, but thank you. That is very, very kind. It's been a while. Shattuck, the review guy. Thank you for showing up. Dante Law, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Well, no problem, sir. No problem whatsoever. I'm excited to get started with this because it's been a little while, and it's possible that I may be returning to YouTube with some different content. I've got some ideas swimming around in my head right now, but we'll see. We'll see what the summer has to unfold. It's definitely a busy one for sure. I can tell you that much. And we're going to officially start this live stream up in about 1 minute-ish. So, how are all? First, I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what's been going on. I want to hear how you're doing. I want to hear how everything is going. It's an awkward silence world today, isn't it? Yep, it certainly, most definitely is. And anybody coming across this live stream is like, who's that weirdo? Well, thank you for asking. My name is Cody Curtis. I'm a movie lover. I'm a theater addict. And yeah, we're just going to have a good old time and a good old party in the YouTube platform today. Everything is going. Seeing Child's Play tonight. Well, you have fun with that. Let's see here. We're going to be starting out in about 15 seconds. So let's wait for that party to get rolling. All right, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Samuel One World Reviews. How's it going? That's my name. Don't wear it out. All right, everybody. First of all, as this title states, I kind of want to keep some kind of a schedule because I have a lot of stuff I need to get done today, mostly actor/business stuff, but I'll get into that in a little bit. So, okay. So, my thoughts on Toy Story 4. Honestly, I absolutely loved it. From an animation and technical standpoint, the film is masterfully handled. As far as I know, it's this director's first film that he has ever been at the helm for, and he did a magnificent job with it. It was emotional, it was good, and honestly, for me, I think it was definitely needed. Out of everything, I love the Toy Story trilogy. I really honestly do. And I think it was a perfect cap to end this story in this chapter. But to tell you the truth, Toy Story 4, it hit me. It hit me like I don't think I've been hit this way by a Toy Story film since probably Toy Story 2. And ultimately, my ranking for the Toy Story films is going to have to go 2, 4, 3, and 1. 2, 4, 3, and 1. That's my ranking at the current moment. But of course, Tim Allen and Tom Hanks are magnificent as Woody and Buzz, and the introduction to all the newer characters, Duck and Bunny, played by Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele, was fantastic, and of course, Duke Kaboom, portrayed by the amazing Keanu Reeves. It was a fantastic movie. I'm not really going to say anything more than that in case there's someone in this live stream or who is going to see this video who hasn't seen it. But yeah, it's great. I absolutely loved it. Now, let's get down to brass tacks because as a few of you have stated, it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. It's been a few months, and to be honest, that's all on me. First of all, I need a little bit of a break to kind of figure some stuff out, but I think I will be returning to YouTube. I cannot say how soon or how far away that will be, but I'm aiming hopefully within the next couple of months I'll be returning, but I don't think I'll be uploading as frequently with the content. And I think I might be doing varying and different content than what I was doing before. Because I'm going to tell you, while I love doing the movie reviews and I love movies and I love doing reviews, and I will certainly try to do more of that, I couldn't help but feeling creatively it was kind of holding me back a little bit. And the frequency of it was kind of draining me. But to be perfectly honest, you guys probably want to know what's been going on since I kind of dropped off the face of the YouTube platform. And essentially, I've been going full tilt into the acting side of my passion, because for those of you who don't know, before I did YouTube, before I did any movie reviewer, before the Sweet Film Awards, before I met Zach Pope or Ryan O'Toole or anybody on this platform, I was always an actor. I always was, I always am, and I missed bothering you about Batman and Robin. Thanks, movie man. You just had to bring that up again. But essentially, I dove right back into it. Earlier this year, I got the chance to be part of the production of a short film. I got to be an actor in said short film. And also, earlier on, I believe it was around March, I auditioned and I got into a production of I think I got into a production. No, I know. Okay, here's the thing. Around March, I auditioned and I got into a production of Guys and Dolls, which, if none of you have heard of that musical, it's essentially the classic story of love and gamblers and gangsters in a musical format based in the 1950s in New York City. And it's such a fun show. And I was cast in that show as Big Julie, who's the main antagonist of the show, or one of the antagonists. And shortly after that, I auditioned, and now I'm in a production of Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream. And so that's really consuming up a lot of my time. Rehearsal process, figuring out costuming, working on lines, doing the whole acting thing. I might honestly make a few videos on acting in theater and film and kind of some of the differences that come with each format, because I could not, during this live stream, I would not be able to go into the whole like specificity of the technical side of both of those or the financial side of both of those without consuming a large amount of time, at least a couple of hours. But essentially that's what I've been into. And I guess I should say there is another or a couple of projects that I'm going to be involved with in the next couple of months as well. For the most part, that's really what's been going on, guys. Acting has always been that passion of mine. It's always been that thing I was so driven towards. And I love YouTube. I really do. And I might be using this, like I said, later on. But the fact of the matter is, my main focus now, and I guess my main focus moving forward, is going to be working on my acting career. It's performance and the performance industry. There's a reason why films like The Disaster Artist and A Star Is Born and The Producers and Singing in the Rain, there's a reason why all of these movies, above and beyond Marvel or action films, above and beyond everything else, there's a reason why I'm really excited for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Because when it comes to entrepreneurship and acting and film and theater, those are the kinds of films that I love the most, even though I love really great made films, because those are the films that I connect with more personally than, say, a Marvel film, or say a film like I, Tonya. love I, Tonya. If you haven't seen I, Tonya, go out and see it, or at least rent it or watch it with your friends or what have you. But essentially that's where I'm at right now. And of course, I did upload a video yesterday of me singing one of my favorite Broadway show tunes, but that's up in the air. The fact of the matter is, doing that kind of stuff, I would like to do more of that whole singing type stuff for my channel, but making it a little more fun, a little more, maybe like a music video type thing. Well, I mean, we'll ultimately see. But let's see here. I want to see what all of you guys are saying in the chat as of right now. And thank you for the people who have shown up to this live stream. It really means a lot. So let's see here. Congrats on your new role. Thank you, Ryan. As always, you're the man. Movie man, my friends are trying to get me to push for my school to do original plays. You should, man. I mean, here's the thing. Giving, dang it, what's the phrase? No negative attitudes towards any other careers or any other passions that people may have. I will say though, I think that if there's one thing that I personally love about theater and improv and everything that comes with performing arts, is the fact that it's one of the ultimately the best ways, even if you don't go into a career in film or theater or performing arts, it's one of the best ways to ultimately push yourself out of your shell. It's one of the best ways to meet and connect with people and form major great relationships that can ultimately benefit you down the road. I can tell you right now that the people that I have worked with in Guys and Dolls are some of the greatest people that I think I've ever met. Some of the most hardworking people I've ever met. No slouch on anybody I've met on YouTube, because you guys are all awesome too. I'll say that there are a couple of people in particular I'm still pretty close with, I'm still in contact with, and possible future projects might be happening between us. I don't know. We'll see. But I can't wait to work with them again. And now with this new project, Midsummer Night's Dream, I love everybody we have in the cast. I can't wait to meet, even though we're still in the early processes of getting this show ready for August. I just can't wait. I'm so excited for everything to be put forth and for all of us to get ready to work together and to bring something truly magical to the state of Maine come mid-August. Let's see here. Movie man, I just don't know if people would listen to an introverted sophomore. Listen, man, if there's one thing I can say about that, is that the fact that even if it's just you and your group of friends that work on original plays, the fact of the matter, even if you are super introverted, that does not matter. Honestly, the way I am right now, I am more or less very extroverted when it comes to my life, when it comes to the people I interact with and try to be around. But when I first started all of this, when I first started theater and learning about film, and even way before I started YouTube, I was extremely introverted. It's one of those things where you just got to take a risk. You got to take a leap. You got to do what you think is best for you. And Ren Geekness, play something on the guitar. That's what I pay you for. Ren, you don't pay me anything, okay? Oh, and by the way, everybody, give a round of applause for Ren and that new guitar that he has, because that thing is pretty darn sweet. Do what you love to do. Exactly. Ryan makes a major point. Movie man, I wish I actually knew your name. But the fact of the matter is, if you do what you love, I don't really like that phrase, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. But I do get the principle. The whole fact that if you do what you love, even though some days it will feel like work, ultimately, all right, Joey, thank you for that, Joey Strandberg. Ultimately, the fact of the matter is if you do what you love, even on the days when it's really hard and you don't want to do it, you'll still be the best version of yourself. You'll still be the happiest version of yourself, and ultimately you'll be happy. And that's what it comes down to. I mean, when it comes to theater and when it comes to performing arts, there are so many behind the scenes technical stuff as far as entrepreneurship and starting up business wise. And there's so many little things to come with it, like headshots and demo reels and acting websites and casting websites and auditions. And, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. The fact of the matter is this. Do I love it? Absolutely. Are there some days that it feels like work? Absolutely. But would I give it up? And ultimately, am I pursuing it to become my career? 100%. The fact of the matter is, doing what you love, and being yourself and doing what you love, I think are the two most important things that you can learn. And does it take a little while? Yeah. I mean, not everybody is super confident or knows who they are right up front, but that's not a bad thing. I mean, when you're young and you're curious and you're looking out on the world, when you're in, and I kind of pursue you, Joey. The fact of the matter is that you have a bigger opportunity now and a bigger starting place than I certainly did. Because when I was in high school, I was just I was always the kid that just very much like you. I was extremely introverted. I was shy. And then I broke into theater and I made some of the best friends I've ever made. And I had the greatest experience I've probably ever had. And the experiences just keep getting better and better and better. And yeah, I mean, theater and acting comes with a whole slew of rejection. It's just part of the industry. It's part of the business. It is what it is. But just do what you love. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Movie Man. My friends want me to do it because I have been using 90% of my free time to write screenplays. That's good. That's very, very good. There is this old adage that if you do what you love, you'll do it on weeks and weekends. You'll do it on Friday through Sunday. And the fact is, if you are spending that much time on writing screenplays, just learning about it and writing it and doing what you can do, it's it's amazing. So I got to say congrats to you on that, man. Congrats for the work ethic, congrats for the grind. Just make sure when even the I don't want to say stop. I'll just say find some downtime whenever you get the chance. All right, Ren Geekness. Loving something means that when there's something negative within that environment, it'll affect you all the more. Tools of the trade. I, for instance, hate proofreading my screenplay. Yeah, man. I mean, Ren, you make an excellent point. I think if there's one thing that every actor can agree on, I don't know if everybody, I can't speak for everyone. I can't speak for myself, though, in saying that auditions, I think even though there's no better way to get things across, I think auditions are just the most, I think they're the most drudgery and the most awful thing on the planet. Because auditioning, I'll let you guys in on a tip. Auditioning and acting are two completely separate things. When it comes to auditioning and acting, you've got to audition a completely different way than you act. Because although you might be a terrific actor, you might be terrible when it comes to auditions. That was me for the most part. And I think I'm getting a little better, but the most part, I still don't think I'm very, very 100% confident when it comes to auditioning because nerves and nervousness and just freaking out on the inside. It's one of those things that I personally realize that I still need to work on. But yeah, but Ren's 100% right. So there's that. And also learning, which is funny because another thing is I love learning lines. I realize there are a lot of actors who hate learning lines. Me, I absolutely love it because it forces me to before anything else to actually start working on character. Okay. Driscoll Bros. Hey, Driscoll Bros. How are you doing today? Alrighty. I found my first screenplay and the formatting is all. That's okay, man. Like it's just fun. So I love having these discussions with you guys. Like talking with you about your passions, talking with you about my passion. It's just all super great. And it's one of those things where it's always a constant process. It's one of the reasons why starting this Wednesday I'm taking tap dance lessons. In the fall I'm going to be continuing with my vocals and taking vocal coaching and acting classes. And there's a few other things that I can't really mention at the moment that I'm working on that I'm hoping will push my career forward. And when the time comes I'll tell you guys about it. But it's incredible. It's all of this stuff, all of the passion, all of the stuff that you guys are passionate about it's great. Okay, let's see here. There are 20 pages of people watching. That's pretty funny, actually, Joey. I'm sorry. It's your first screenplay, but still, I mean, 20 pages of people walking, it's a little funny. Okay, Rengignus. When casting Summer, I tried to get to know every actor a bit as a person to get them more relieved. Auditions are tough. Actors hate being judged, but as a director, I hate being their judging. Yeah, auditions only give us a sample size of what somebody has to offer, but we can only go from that when casting. I know, Ren. And look, I'm not I guess I'm not bagging on auditions. I understand that although auditions are an awful process for everybody, the fact of the matter is, until we find a better process, there really isn't one. Auditions are one of the only, if not the only way to get people into the room, to have them audition, to see if they're right for the role. It is what it is. And Ren, you're 100% correct. The fact of the matter is, I love this quote by Bryan Cranston because for me, the longest time when it came to auditions, I thought I was always there to try to beat everybody else out to get a role or something. But then I realized that when it comes to auditioning, the fact of the matter is you're trying to provide a service to the people. You're trying to help them fulfill a role so they don't have to go through so many other auditions again. The fact of the matter is this. Is when going into an audition, you're doing your job when you go in there with the mindset of you're just trying to present. You're just trying to present, and you're trying to relieve the casting directors by saying, hey, I'm here for you, and I'm providing myself as a service. If you're not ready for me, or if you don't think I'm right for the role, that's perfectly fine too. But the fact of the matter is, it's crazy. Ryan O'Toole. I remember auditioning for shows when I was little and being super freaked out. Yeah, that was me too. Honestly, like I said, I still kind of partially freak out when it comes to auditions. It's a drudgery process, but it is needed. Okay, true. They're the best we got right now. And it's not even about finding good people, just the right people. For those who don't know, once you're going to an audition, it's because people know you're good. It's just a matter of if you're right for the role. Auditioning for my school talent show was awful, but I got in. That's fantastic. That's fantastic, movie man / Joey. That's really good. And Ren, you're absolutely right. And that's the funny thing about this whole business. It's so fickle. The fact of the matter is, if you don't get cast, most of the time it's not even on you. Most of the time, if you don't get cast, you're not right for the role. You look a certain way. You're too short. You're too tall. You're too fat. You're too thin. You're too blonde. Well, actually, I'm not going to speak about redheads because most of the time they are the anomaly when it comes to auditioning. But the fact of the matter is that it's certainly interesting for sure. Honestly, it's just, to speak true, guys, I really have missed doing these kinds of live streams, and I have missed talking with all of you. I've missed you guys. It's the YouTube platform is certainly an amazing thing. If there's one thing I can say, like I said, I don't know whether I will be back here soon or not. I do have some things that I'm trying to figure out still, but if I can be back, I will, because I enjoyed making content for you guys. I really, really enjoyed it. And I loved meeting everybody on here. There are some people that I would still like to collaborate with and still work with. And hello, Chandler's videos. I had to say no to 4 or 5 guys and girls for the role in Summer, and I hated it. I kept wishing I had another project so I could put them in. We gotta do a duet, Cody. You are absolutely right, my friend. We do. I didn't see this in my subscription, apparently. Lol. Hey, that's perfectly fine, man. But it's weird because musically, that's another funny thing is as you get older, you discover new things about yourself, and it is what it is. I've never been more passionate about acting and theater and performance art and film. I've never been more passionate about all of these things as I am right now. I mean, I've been pushing really hard, and I'm sure I don't need to tell you guys this, but it is kind of like YouTube in a way, to where if you want to get someplace, you just got to push. You've got to be smart. You've got to figure out what's special about you. You've got to know yourself extremely well. It's just It is what it is. And then you do the best that you can do, and then you move forward. Oh, and by the way, that Stranger Things season 3 trailer was fantastic, and I cannot wait for that show to come back. So, I think I'm going to leave the last 10-ish minutes for you guys to pretty much say whatever you want to. I mean, we got 10 minutes left. Let's go to 35 minutes on this live stream, and then I think I'm going to just close it down, and then we'll go from there. But this last 10 minutes, it's for you guys. So if you've got any questions, if you have anything you want to say, go right ahead and say it now, and I'll be sure to read it and get to you and respond. Stranger Things is such a good show. Thoughts on an Endgame? I absolutely love it. And Stranger Things is an amazing show. But Movie Man, I absolutely loved Endgame. It was everything I thought it was going to be and more, and just the culmination of everything inside of the MCU, the way it is. I mean, you put Infinity War and Endgame together, and it is a perfect 5.5-hour epic. It's amazing. And I can understand why people are pushing for Robert Downey Jr. to get an Oscar. His performance in Endgame was unbelievably special. And unfortunately, I don't think that he will get in, although the thought is there, and I can understand why. Okay, let's see here. I expected you to have seen Endgame, man. My man. That's right, my man. No, this isn't Aquaman. I did not expect the Captain America. Of course you had to say that. Yeah, that's funny because that was the most interesting part of the movie for me. Okay, thoughts on Booksmart? Moving on. No, in all honesty, Zach Pope has already threatened to kill me for this, but that's okay. I haven't seen Booksmart yet, and it's only because my schedule, between rehearsals and everything else I've got going on. Guys, to be honest, the only kinds of movies I've been able to see have been like the big blockbuster ones. Like I saw Detective Pikachu, I saw John Wick 3, I've seen Endgame, I saw Toy Story 4. But I haven't been able to get to the movies every single week like I would like to. And I know it's a shame, I know it's sad, but it is what it is. All right, let's see here. With everything going on, how many movies do you think you have seen this year so far? This year, I'd say I saw a lot of movies very early on in the year. So this year, I'd say maybe 20? Maybe? I don't know, Ryan. I really don't know. Okay. I think Movie Man is talking about the re-release deleted scene. You got that right. Okay, can't wait for you to see it, man. You're going to love it. Yeah, Zach says so too. Okay, let's see. Thoughts on John Wick 3? Love John Wick 3. John Wick 3 was amazing. Look, although I don't like action movies as far as some of the other movies I've talked about, I do really enjoy action movies. I mean, Mission Impossible Fallout was my number 10 of last year. Come on. All right. So let's see here. What's your top 5? My top 5 right now, Toy Story 4. Actually, no. It's How to Train Your Dragon 2, Toy Story 4, Avengers Endgame, Fighting for the Family, or Fighting with My Family, and then man, I am drawing a blank so hard right now. Detective Pikachu. No, I'm kidding. Not Detective Pikachu. Rocket Man. That's another one I forgot to mention that I did see within the past couple of weeks. I did see Rocket Man, and so yeah, I think that's probably it right there. So, How to Train Your Dragon 3, Toy Story 4, Endgame, Fighting with My Family, and then Rocket Man. That's my top 5. Okay. Booksmart is so good that, and I can go underrated in the future. Yeah, it definitely will. Okay, Endgame is my favorite movie of the year. Understandable. Fighting with My Family is awesome. Yes, it is. How to Train Your Dragon 3 is my favorite movie of the year so far. Good choice. Very, very good choice. Mine too. Okay, let's see here. Fighting with my family was just bumped from my top 5 because of Toy Story 4. Yeah, I can understand that. Toy Story 4 was so good. And Ren, you know what? I don't care what you say about the ending. You are look, things are subjective. Film is subjective, but you are wrong, sir. You are wrong. Endgame is still my number 1. Ryan, why are we not surprised? It was also your number 1 most anticipated film of the year. Okay, I've yet to see Toy Story 4. Well, Chandler, when you get the chance, go see it. It's excellent. It's another great Toy Story film. Are you excited for The Rise of Skywalker? I'm more curious than excited. Like Last Jedi, I realized I came out of it giving it my highest rating. I said it was suit worthy, the whole 9 yards. But the more I've watched The Last Jedi, I think I appreciate it more for all the technical aspects, like the direction and the direction, the visuals, the sound mixing, all the technical stuff. I'm very appreciative of. But as a movie, at this point, I still think I think it's a bit of a mess. I think it's a fun sci-fi movie, but I do think it's a bit of a mess. Okay, love Rocket Man and Fighting with My Family. Fighting with the Family hit me. Yeah, it's good. I can't have a comeback to, haha, that's right, Ren. You know you can't come back to me. Haha, just kidding. But Ren, you're still awesome. Even though I disagree with you and you're wrong, you're still an awesome guy. Okay, Toy Story 4 came so close to dethroning it, though. I bet. Hey, Cody, nice to see you again. Hope you're doing well. I am doing very well, Jacob. I hope you're doing well, sir. All right, guys. We got about 3.5 minutes to go. Let's pop out some questions and thoughts and stuff for 3.5 minutes. I'll send you my back through Facebook and you can read it live. Oh gosh, dang. I'm not gonna do it on the live stream, man. Toy Story 4 just came out. Plan on doing more song videos? Yeah, I think I'm going to. Like I want to try to do more like of the musical cover type stuff cuz that was a lot of fun, a lot of work, but a lot of fun. And yeah, I just love singing. And I know for a fact that I am semi-talented to actually talented when it comes to my voice. And just improving and learning how to use it better, it's all part of the process. Okay, let's see here. Ren Geekness. Read it yourself. I just want the reaction. Okay, send it to me, man. Let's see if you can get a reaction out of me. All right, let's see what Ren had to say without me giving anything away. Oh man, Ren, you get me. What am I doing? I can see your point, Ren, but at the same time, you're wrong. More songs, thank you. You are welcome, sir. I will definitely definitely do that because life finds a way. How would you describe your experience based on what you did before acting? The funny thing is I can't really give a full description of that because besides when I first did theatrical acting in high school, my brother and I did a lot of like really pathetic, like stupid skits, like stupid, unfunny skits when we were younger. And so acting, and I did a lot of school, like little school plays and school talent show type things, and like at least one musical thing when I was in elementary school. So it's always been a part of my life. Like as far as acting goes, I've been doing it since I was probably 5. But as far as doing stuff like I am right now, my experience now is wonderful. It's hard. It's a lot of work, but at the same time, I wouldn't give it up for the world. I would not give it up for the world. I really wouldn't. It's my happy ending. Now it's time to say goodnight. We can stop pretending. Just freeze your brain. And go on and freeze your brain. And we're at 35 minutes, guys. So I think, Cody, see if you get this. Give us the key. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Ren. All right, guys. We have surpassed the 35-minute mark, and I think this is going to be a good place to stop the live stream. It's been great. It has been so good to get back on YouTube, at least for a good 35-minute chunk. So thank you guys so much. And if you would do me a favor, like I said, there's a new video on the channel. If you don't know what it is, I'm not going to tell you what it is. However, please go over there, show some support, give me your thoughts, and honestly, I'm just happy to be talking to you guys and to be back. And I can't wait to talk with some of my YouTube pals I haven't spoken to in a long time. So I love all of you. I hope you have a great day, and I cannot wait to see you guys more. So you all have a fantastic rest of your day.